was approached to do an interview, a very special interview, an interview of amazing woman named Ruby Rose, which when I saw that come into my inbox, frankly, I was like, that's not possible. She's been my girl crush my whole entire life, and I didn't even believe it at first. Essentially, Senpai the CW has recognized us, and I could not believe that. So I am in deep gratitude. For the past 2 weeks, I've been having to keep secret about my interview with Ruby. But as you guys know, Batwoman is coming to the CW. It is coming October 6th, Sunday, 8/7 Central. I'm very excited. I wonder if any of you guys saw her come through. She did do a little bit of an activation earlier in the year, but now Batwoman has her own series and it premieres October 6th. So I'm gonna be watching it. If you guys want to watch it with me, let me know. I'll be showing you guys the 22 minutes and 39 second interview. We actually ended up talking for about like 50 minutes, but we did a nice beautiful little cut down version of it. Oh, someone joined. Yeah, I think we just gotta get make sure the right camera and microphone are connected. I have no idea how to make this work. Okay, can you hear me? No. Okay, is there anyone there to help, or is it all, are we doing this all?
I believe it's just her. I don't believe that her manager is with her, and I'm not certain that
No.
you know how to help.
Not like this. Okay. Okay, she has a new one. Oh, something. Oh, hello?
Hi.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, it worked. Okay, great. Have you ever used this before?
Clearly not. Are you kidding? You're like, can you hear me? I'm like, please tell me you can't see me. I'm like looking at this thing like I've never seen it before. This is some millennial stuff that I don't know how to do.
Yeah, so this program is what we use as like gamers for our communities to interact with them, but then it's also great for video calling. It's like a better Skype, but because FaceTime doesn't work on PC computers.
Are you on a PC because you're like a real hectic gamer?
Yeah. You want to see my setup?
Please.
Oh, yeah.
This fascinates me so much. I feel like if I had known that there's like a career in this, I would have chosen.
Yeah, so I've got this whole,
Wow.
There's you.
There's me.
There's my computer. There's my assistant.
Hi.
And my big ring light. And that's my other computer. Lots of pink stuff.
Screens and buttons.
Tons of screens, tons of buttons. Yeah, so I've been doing this full time now for 6 years, playing video games and having people watch me. So
that's like the dream.
I know. Everyone's out there, acting as the dream. I'm like, guys, but you can stay at home, play video games, and have people watch you. Yeah, it's pretty good.
And not have to leave your house and make your own hours.
Yeah, making that by far, like I've been hearing a lot about your schedule lately, which sounds absolutely insane. And by far, the best thing is being able to make your own hours and not have to worry about other people making your schedule. So, because sometimes you just want to, lay on the couch and play video games without people watching. Just kidding.
Yeah. I mean, I was playing games last night with my friends, and I was like, "Thank God, no one's live streaming." I gotta get better. I gotta get better at gaming before I could ever like live stream my gaming. That's for sure.
That would be part of the process, though. If people would watch you from a noob gamer into a pro gamer, that would be entertaining. Yeah. If you need help with any of that, Ruby, I'm your girl. I can help out.
Dude, if I was in LA, I would straight up be like, "Yo, come over and like let me help me
right now."
I used to be so good. I don't know what happened. Games got too complicated because you guys got too good at them.
They did get complicated. Yeah, I just hosted and casted for the World Cup for Fortnite. That was the $30 million tournament, and the average, yeah, we gave $30 million away in 2 days. And the average age of the gamers playing was 16.
Okay, so basically you're telling me I'm too old to get into this now.
We've missed the mark if you want to be a pro, but I'm sure people would watch you play it, even if, as long as you're having a good time, they want to watch.
Damn, that's crazy. $30 million. Wow.
Yeah.
And what do these 16-year-olds do with $30 million or 5 million or a million or whatever they get?
Yeah, so the winner, the solo winner got $3 million because the prize pool got split up with everyone. He was 16, I think, which is like absolutely insane. I have no idea what he would do with it. I asked a lot of them what their plans were, and they're like, I'm just gonna save it. I'm like, okay, great.
$30 million. That's fine. It's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
You don't need to save that.
Yeah.
No budget is needed.
No, not at all. It is wild. Where are you right now in the world?
Vancouver. In Vancouver, what day is it? Sunday. Same day it would be for you, obviously.
Vancouver, Canada. That's where I'm from.
Yeah, Canada. Are you really?
Yeah, that's where I'm from.
I love this city.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see much of it, but I love this city. And you live in LA now?
Yeah, I moved here in March.
Oh,
yeah.
That's like one of my two, kind of. And you moved there because of gaming?
Yeah, so I do a ton of hosting and interviewing and streaming and consulting. Like now I've been able to transition into doing more consulting work for companies that want to sponsor gamers, and that's been pretty sweet. So again, decide my own hours.
You have like a serious like real job as well as gaming as well as interviewing people. That's pretty cool.
Gaming is a real job. I'm just kidding.
I mean, I know, because before we started this, we were talking about people winning $30 million to play Fortnite.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, I would probably pay someone $30 million to teach me how to play Fortnite. I'm that bad. I don't really have $30 million, so that's a lie. But I would pay like $30. That's hard. That's a really hard game. Yeah. And then you keep coming back to life, so you have to keep being humiliated over and over again. You can't just die and be like, I died for my team, for my squad, and I'm out. It's like, no, you're back, and now you're gonna die in front of everybody. Yeah. And again.
100%. Yep.
What's your bet? What are you like known for? Like, what's your game that you're like?
Fortnite is my game. Yep. I'm the top earning female Fortnite player.
Wow. Okay, so like you're like a gazillionaire now. You should sponsor me as like a baby Fortnite child and teach me how to play. Yeah. I'll be a baby kitten. I'll be like, Kitty learns to play.
So quick to become a kitten, Ruby. Yes, of course, you may be one of the kittens. I will teach you how to play happily. That would be really fun.
It's hard. How many hours do you think you need to play to get good?
Oh, to get good? Well, it depends what your definition of good is, but I think like...
Not like 16-year-old winning a $30 million tournament, but like good, like a 33-year-old coming like 107th.
107th. Okay, there's 40 million people that tried to qualify.
So like oh wow. So like I wanna rate in like the 20 million zone.
Okay, nice average, 50%. Okay. Maybe if you were putting in 20 hours a week for 6 weeks. I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt. I think you're probably a very strategic, smart woman. So I think that's the quote I would give you.
But I feel like I did almost that and definitely didn't get to that level. And then my thumbs were really sore also.
So you gotta make the switch to the computer.
That's a whole
trick. The controller only gets you so far. That was definitely your handicap. I think you needed to be on a computer. So I do want to ask you a few of these questions. Are you ready?
I mean, no, I'm not ready. I hate questions. I like asking them. Answering them is a whole other thing. All right, what are they?
Well, you're in the middle of like press week right now too, so I can't imagine how many of the same questions you've been answering.
Yeah, are you gonna ask questions I've never heard before?
Okay, I'll start with my favorite question. Are you ready?
Yeah.
So I ask this to every single person I meet, and it is, what are you most excited by in life right now?
Oof. Just life in general. I love my friends. I love my job. I love Batwoman. There's a lot of passion in that project. That coming out on October 6th. That's exciting. And just being 33. It's like you probably don't know, how old are you? Like 20?
27.
27. All right, cool. But still, you're young. But like when you get into your 30s, I do feel like things shift and you just have like less F's to give. and you focus on yourself and your friends and people that matter. And so I've really enjoyed every year since turning 30. And then more like, what am I most excited about? Like, right in this exact same to what I just said. It's like Sundays and sleep, because my schedule is so crazy and wild that I count down to like when I can get my sleep.
But
Because
today is Sunday and you're doing an interview right now.
I know, but I slept this morning.
Oh,
and last night,
congratulations. Congrats.
and I had even Saturday off, so that's good. I haven't had a 2-day weekend off since we started. And so we do these things called Friday days, which sound way more fun than they are, which just means like a Friday that goes into a Saturday. So you end up wrapping at like 7 a.m. And so like having a couple of weekends off has been really nice, because then I get to sit and reflect on how hard everyone's working, and like the crew and the cast and myself, and be just really excited about what's coming up. But I feel like when I want to like zone out and just have like, because there's times when I want to reflect, or I want to read, or I want to write, and I want to be in this present, to take baths, like things that are just going to make me still. But then there are times where I'll wrap at like 6 a.m. and I'm still really wired. Like I'm exhausted, but I'm wired from the day. And so like I'll play computer games to just like get out all of it and then go to bed. And I feel like it would be the opposite to you. Like, so what do you do when you've done nonstop gaming and you're like, I can't look at a game?
Oh, what do I do? I walk my dog. I have a big Great Dane. She's 115 pounds. Yeah, so I take her for a walk, and that helps me getting outside, because I've been inside all day.
Yeah, that makes sense. I have 3 dogs, and walking them is definitely a way to just chill, because there's nothing else you can do except like let them have fun.
Yeah, and you're kind of like a steward for them. They get to go sniff and enjoy, and I find peace in that. So. Okay, so that was my question that hopefully people haven't asked you yet, but I do have some other questions that I do have to ask you. What is your favorite part about Batwoman's origin story?
I feel like my favorite thing about Batwoman's story is kind of the same thing about every superhero or vigilante or comic book character's origin story, and it's why it's so relatable, and it's why people growing up, kids, adults, like everyone gets like into these comics, is because it's always someone marginalized in some way, or feels different to other people, or doesn't fit in, doesn't feel like they have a group, or like whatever it is, and they're trying to find their purpose, and they're trying to feel empowered as someone that is different and not, you know, not the same as everyone. And I feel like with Batwoman, for her, that being gay, you know, being kicked out of the military, having problems with her dad, not really like respecting her and believing in her the way that she does, and having to find her own way in this world and work out, what are my strengths, what are my weaknesses, does someone else's opinion or do other people's opinions on myself or of myself restrict me or hinder me, or can I find like a different route and still get to where I want to be? And so for me, it's like with Kate Kane and Batwoman, that origin of everything she comes up against and having to overcome it and not be too jaded. Although, to be fair, we're in the first season. She's a little jaded at the beginning and like a little broody. But it's watching that play out, and I feel like we can all relate to that. It's like if you're at school and you weren't the cool kid and you were bullied, or you weren't, you know, you doubted yourself, or you couldn't, you know, you could never impress your parents enough, and you could never get good enough grades. So you could, whatever way that whatever look like, is always about looking at yourself and thinking, wait, I can do this. It may not look exactly like how other people do their version of life, and it may not look like how other people want me to do my version of life, but I'm on this planet and I'm the only person here with this chance, so I have to take it. And if it looks absurd, or if it looks different, or if it looks uncomfortable for people, that's their problem and not mine. And that's kind of like Kate's story.
Yeah, that should be everyone's story. I love that. That's such a great way of putting things. Thank you. So professional gamers train a lot to perform in competitions. Have you done a lot of training for Batwoman? And are there any favorite stunts that you have?
I have, but I feel like I've been training my whole life. I feel like the reason why I have gone down the route of quite a lot of action films is because I'm a very like athletic person. I'm a very physical person, and I love doing stunts. And you know, whether it's like John Wick or Triple X or the Meg, and even the Meg, I was meant to play a scientist, but I'm still getting thrown in that water 3 times. So you know, it's like I just love that part of it. And I used to be a boxer, and I had a couple of professional fights, and that was a road that I thought that I wanted to take for a while until my mom, she's just so freaked out I couldn't do it.
Protect your brain. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, she would scream so loud that I thought that I was in some kind of trouble when I was winning. Like it was just, yeah, like a very, very strange mom. And then for Batwoman, I just kind of picked up where I left off from with another film I did, Dorman, another film I did that these aren't out yet, but SAS. And so I'm kind of lucky I have the mustache. On that topic, I don't have with gaming, because when I was young, I was really good at gaming, and I thought that I would have all that muscle memory. That's not a thing in the gaming world. It's different.
Yeah, it's a little bit different. Well, like, if you need that muscle memory to come back, I got you. But with all the stunts and stuff, I don't think I can help you. I haven't learned any stunts yet.
I can
really
teach
cool,
you
though.
stunts, and I can teach you how to box if you can teach me how to play.
Oh, that's a great trade, and it won't cost you $30 million.
You know what? It is a cheaper alternative, and I'm all about that. I'm all about it's a discount rate.
Yeah, a discount rate from a professional boxer. I did not know that about you. That's awesome. So cosplay, I don't know if you've heard about cosplay, but it's when people dress up as their favorite characters. Yep. Is a very fun part.
I don't live under a wreck.
Yeah, okay, I know. All right. I have to explain gaming to so many people, so this is really nice that I don't have to do it right now, Ruby. Thank you. It's a very fun part of the gaming community. What is wearing the Batwoman suit like, and what does it feel like to put it on?
Honestly, and it probably sounds so cliche, but this is not like just a thing I say because I'm on the show. It is the first time you put that suit on is just the craziest feeling, you know? And it's like, and I know like even with cosplay, like there's different levels of like how far people will go to get the costumes made for them, and all the, I actually don't know how that works. I just know that it's clearly like there are people that make them themselves, there are people that go to places, there are companies that will like hand make the masks and all that and the cowls and stuff. But to have it fit like a glove and put it on for the first time, and then attach the cape and the belt and the gauntlets and the gloves and the cowl, and it's just, you literally like, that feeling probably until we ever get another suit, it's like a one-off experience. I'll never have that feel exactly the same as I did the first time, where it just felt like I could literally have walked out there and saved the world. And I didn't even have a mirror there. It was like I was out in front of everyone before I actually got to see it myself. But it's just the way that it made me feel was incredible. And then cut to like, we're on episode 7 now. Cut to episode 7, and I'm like, all right, we got to make some changes. How am I going to pee? Because if I have to like restrict my water limits, and if I have to like take 20 minutes to go to the bathroom because we have to take the cape out, and then we have to like unzip the thing, and it's like a piece underneath and a piece under, it is such a mission. God forbid when we're in like locations and there's just porta potties, it's a nightmare. But it's still very powerful when I put it on. Like when I put it on, I know I'm not Kate Kane. I know I'm Batwoman, and I know whatever scene I'm going into has all of her movements and all of her energy and power. And yeah, it's really kind of unbelievable.
Oh my gosh, I love that. I got a taste of that because I've built cosplay a couple times, and like when I put that outfit on, like, yeah, you're right. The character's already been created for you, and now you're just getting to embody it, and there's so much power that goes behind it. So I can't imagine having a full Batwoman, maybe a Catwoman suit, you know, for KittyPlays, but would be pretty cool. But I'm sure it's like this similar thing. It's just like a glove fitting your body, powerful suit. So I'm a really big advocate for like women in gaming and women's empowerment. It's kind of like what fuels me to do what I do and be so prominent with it, because I want to give young women a role model, a positive role model for women in gaming. So what is something that you hope to inspire while portraying Batwoman?
That's such a loaded question, because
there's so many things for Batwoman too.
It's like, I feel like there's two sides of that coin, right? Because it's kind of like what you're saying, I understand, and that's kind of how I live my life, is that I want to empower young men, women, you know, gender neutral, non-binary. Like I want to inspire and empower like everyone that has ever felt unloved or unwanted or not supported or depressed or sad or bullied or misunderstood. And in my life, I like to do that by just doing what I do, by doing the films I do, the shows that I do, speaking at events, like whatever it is that I can do and try to be a good role model. Because if you're not doing it for that, then you're doing it for the art and the craft, and it's also amazing. And then if you're not doing it for that, you don't. And honestly, when we die, no one really cares how much money we had. But I do feel like I want to leave this planet better than I found it. Like I want to make sure that the tiny little speck of dust that I am on this planet, the most meaningless tiny little thing that I am, which we all are in this universe, I want that tiny little thing to be better than how I found it. But you know, the way that I feel her is how I'll play her, and my understanding of her is how I'll play her. So that'll be different to many other reincarnations. But as far as the show as a standalone, I think that whether you relate to Batwoman and Kate Kane, and that's who you're rooting for, and that's who you're tuning in for, amazing. And I think that you'll see a lot of the struggles she goes through. It's very traumatic. It's deep, it's dark for a bit. But maybe it's Sophie that you relate to and her story, or maybe it's Alice that you relate to and her story in a weird kind of way. Maybe it's Jacob's character or Cam's, or Luke Fox's character. Like there's so many characters in it that are also human, and it's the humanity in this and the human elements and the relationships and the arcs that make it grounded. It's like a very grounded superhero show. And I think that's where its power lays.
I love that. That's such a
long
great
answer.
answer. I loved it. Well, I loved totally agree with you with playing a character that people have loved for so long. That's such a big honor, but it's also a huge responsibility. And the way that you put it sounds like it's going to be fantastic and amazing. And I also love the way that you're living your life. Just living your life boldly is being a role model and changing people's lives, and then also being kind on a micro scale too, because I always talk about that effect. Like every single person I meet, I'm always kind and loving to, because you never know what they're going through in life, and you never know the kind of chain reaction that you can cause. So I love that you're doing that in your life as well.
Well, this was so fun. Let's do it again sometime. I know we're in an interview, but like not in the interview. Send me your email or whatever, so I can like, you know, or however I meant to like find you on Fortnite. I don't know how it works.
Yeah. Well,
Like,
I'll send you my email. We can start there, and then I'll get your username for Fortnite, and then we can go from there. How about that?
Okay. I like that. That works for
Okay,
me.
Ruby, this was so great. Thank you so much for chatting with me, and I'm really looking forward to the premiere. It's on October 6th, correct?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
That's right. Sunday.
Me and my entire community will be tuning in and cheering you on.
Do they
That's
have a
great.
name? Does the community have a name? Like
It's the Kitty team.
Kitty team.
Yep, the Kitty team.
All right. I love that. Hi, Kitty team.
My Kitty team. Yeah,
All right.
awesome, Ruby. Have a great day.
Have a
Good
good
job
one.
figuring out Discord. I'm so proud of you.
I feel like a real like cool kid now.
Yeah,
Thank
you're
you.
cool. That's like you leveled up in the gaming community.
I just
Congratulations.
need headphones, like, but as a bat now, and then I've made it.
I'm gonna look into that, Ruby. I might be able to consult on that for you. Okay.
Consult on that for me. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Guys.
Have a great day. So nice to meet you. Bye.
3 years ago, when Batman mysteriously disappeared, it divided the city. Some see fear, others hope. I see the freedom to be myself, to play by my own rules. I spent 15 years searching for a place I fit, and I finally found it.
Batwoman. New series Sunday, October 6th, and stream free next day, only on the CW app.